We've got to work together to convince people that sitting at home collecting government checks is not a way of life. That with your EBT cards, everything like that is not a way of life. We need to use each and every one of our own gifts given to us at birth and get this generation moving forward. I realize that the times are tough, but you know what? Up there in the future, your kids with their kids, it's going to be worse if we don't start moving now. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. This is Stream Thinking, the power of now. That's an amazing place to be when you learn how to get it under control. Because we like to complain about our now. We like to find reason to not believe in our now. Because everything in the now may not agree with what you want in your now. Learning to trust free-form writing. The best decisions that you are going to make are happening in your now. And you've got to learn how to own your leadership. Here's how I practice it. 1 page every day. 10 minutes. Just write it out. Whatever's going on right now. It doesn't have to agree with you. It doesn't have to make you feel good. Just write it out. No editing, with plenty of time to talk about it in the end. The power of now, and it starts with stream thinking. I am a man of many faults and weaknesses, one of them being a seriously disconnected texter. I do not enjoy reading or writing text messages, especially if the conversation is excessively long or there are several thoughts in multiple bubbles. I think it's based on a lack of inflection. I see the words, but I'm not hearing how that person has delivered their message. See, the problem is me. My creative mind makes up the noise, and if something doesn't feel right, I'm always going to react in ways that the original writer didn't mean. I mean, it's like my daily writing. Only I hear the intended message. A reader might think I'm depressed, angry. I'm an old man, a curmudgeon of sorts. The ambition is to seize control, they might think, of all things lonely, which is absolutely not true. This is so far from the truth. This is just how I feel about my writing. The goal is to have physical conversations and not written word assumptions. I do remember the days when your boss would come up to you and have a physical conversation. And then it started to happen. We started getting inner office emails from the boss man. It's almost like direct deposit. That means you don't have to ever see the boss man ever again. The money just appears in your bank account. You don't hear, thank you. In fact, one of my pet peeves, and I think it's because I've had all of these years of radio and all of these direct deposits, one of my pet peeves, they always say, I appreciate you. Ooh, I hate that. Because that's like, you rock, or you the man. I don't want you to appreciate me. I just want to know that we are a team. And you don't have to use words to say that, but yet the actions themselves tell the story. Working together. Those days when things aren't physically going in a harmonious way. And yet through actions, you realize that we are a team without having to say, I appreciate you. It just drives me insane to hear that. But if you were to put it in a text, I would look at it and go, whatever. I would. Because I can't hear you. I need to see you. Wait a second. Now that puts us in a different platform. Because people are endlessly on their smartphones talking to people like George Jetson and his family. It's like they can't keep their eyes off that screen. I don't want to have a conversation with you on my smartphone. And the reason why is because I get it. I see you. I can hear your voice. I can see your expressions, but I can't smell you. I can't, be in that environment of you and have that aura of you because there's a screen in front of us. We all carry energy, but it's not being translated through that screen. Maybe it's just me. I'm Arroe. And that's stream thinking.